Hi everyone, welcome back to week 3, session 1. I hope you're all feeling well and ready to work out. Before we get going, let's run through our safety checklist. So the first thing that you're going to do is make sure that the space around you is clear. Have a quick scan around you to make sure that there's nothing you could fall over, such as toys, pets, rugs, or furniture. To make sure we have enough room to exercise, we're going to take 2 big steps out in front, then back to the centre, 2 steps to the left, then back to the centre, 2 big steps to the right, and back to the centre, and then we're going to take 2 steps behind us, and back to the centre again. If we're able to do that comfortably and see no hazards around us, then we're ready to move on to the next check. We're going to make sure that the home exercise environment is right for you. This means that the temperature should not be too hot or too cold. Feel free to open or close a window if you need to, whatever works best for you. The third thing on our checklist is to make sure that we're wearing comfortable, loose clothing. Make sure you have loose, comfortable clothes on that you can easily move your arms, legs, and the rest of your body in. Check number 4. Make sure that you have water beside you and that you drink it before, during, and after your exercise session. Our last check on the list is to make sure that you take it at your own pace. Before we begin our workout, I just want to remind you all that if you do need to pause and take a slightly longer break at any stage, feel free to do so. Also, if any of the exercises are hurting you, stop immediately and contact either myself or one of your coaches. Now that we have our safety checklist complete, why don't you turn on your music and let's get warmed up. To begin our warm-up, we're going to stand tall with our feet firmly planted on the ground and shoulder width apart, just like I am here now, with our arms hanging by our sides. And we're going to begin with rolling our shoulders backwards. To roll your shoulders backwards, you're going to bring them up towards your ears, and then you're going to drop them down as if you're dropping something back into your back pockets. And then you're going to bring them up and down around again. So we're going to do this 12 times, okay? And we're going to start now. 1, 2, 3, remember to breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one, 12. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction and we're going to roll our shoulders forward. We're going to do this 12 times as well. Big breath and let's start now. 1, 2, 3, standing nice and tall, don't forget to breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Next up, we're going to do arm circles forwards. We're going to bring our arms out to shoulder height and circle our arms forwards. We're going to work through varying sizes of circles. We're going to do it 12 times, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, big circles now, 9, 10, 11, and big one, 12. Now we're going to go the opposite way, team. We're going to do arm circles backwards. So we're going to start off again with small circles, and then we're going to progress into slightly bigger ones. We're doing this 12 times as well. Last one. Nice one, gang. Next up, we're going to do a forearm extensor stretch. To do this, we're just going to hold our arm straight out in front of us, turn your wrist down towards the ground, and just hold it there for 15 seconds. You should feel a stretch from your elbow all the way down to your wrist. After the 15 seconds, you can drop your arm down, give it a little shake, and then we're going to do the same with the opposite arm. I'm obviously going to use the right arm again, as that's all I have, but you make sure to switch over sides, okay? So again, we're going to bring our arm straight up in front of us at shoulder height, put our wrist down towards the ground and hold it there for 15 seconds. Remember to stand really tall while you're doing this, you guys, and don't forget to breathe. Next up, we're going to stretch our sides. We're going to stand with our feet about shoulder width apart again and look forward. Keeping our bodies upright, we're going to slowly bend to the left and then to the right. We're going to also do this one 6 times on each side, you guys. Remember to try keep your body upright. Don't lean forward and don't lean back. Move nice and slowly. Only reach down as far your leg as you feel comfortable. We're going to go once more on each side now. For our next exercise, we're going to need something to hold on to. So I'm just going to give you a couple of seconds now to make sure that you have a chair beside you or something else to support you for balance. Standing beside your chair with one hand on it, we're going to do some leg kicks, and we're going to start on our right hand side. We're going to swing our leg forward and back just like this. We're going to do this 8 times on each leg. So let's get going. 1, 2. Make sure you keep your leg straight and your upper body upright. Do your best to keep your balance and don't swing your leg too high in case you hurt your hamstring. Great work, everyone. Now we're going to swap over to the left leg. I find doing the left leg kind of hard because of poor balance on my prosthetic. But we're all going to do our best anyway. We're going to kick our leg out and bring it back if we're able to. And we're going to do this 8 times. Amazing! For our next exercise, which is the last one in the warm-up, you can either do this in a standing up position or a seated position. I'm going to do it sitting down as I find it easier for balance. Next up, we have ankle circles. We're going to start on our left foot. Start by turning your ankle around slowly in circles to the left. We're going to do this 12 times again. Now we're going to start moving the ankle the other way, 12 times again. Keep your movement small, you guys, and focus on only using your foot and ankle, not your entire leg. Now we're going to start rotating our other ankle 12 times in one direction. Remember to breathe, keeping your movement small. really focusing on mobilizing your ankle. Great. Now in the other direction. I'm just going to give you a minute rest if you want to take some water, open or close a window. Make sure that you've everything ready to head into the next section. About another 30 seconds left on the break, you guys, before we get into our main workout. "15 seconds. Time to head into our main workout. Standing up tall, holding on to a sturdy object like a chair or resting your hands on a wall, raise one leg up and lift it out sideways, away from your body. Pause for a brief second and then return to the starting position. Normally we do 8 of these, but today we're going to try up it a little bit and do 10. If you're not able to do the 2 extra, don't worry about it. Just try your best. 5, 6, 7, great stuff. Now we're going to try and do it on the other leg. I'm just going to go over to the fireplace to hold on, as I find this easier. But we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to stand tall and we're going to raise our leg out beside us. We're going to try shoot for 10 times here as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic work. We're going to take a 30-second break now. We're going to be doing hip abductions again, so be ready to stand beside your chair holding onto it. So we're going to do the exact same thing as we just did, you guys. Standing up tall, holding onto our chair, we're going to raise one leg up and lift it out sideways. Pause for a quick second and then return to starting position. 5, 6, 7, fantastic. And now we're going to do it on the other foot. Get your balance and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really think about driving all the movement from your hip. Nice work, gang. That's another set complete. We're going to do calf raises next, so stay in your position with your chair beside you. For our next exercise, we're going to push through the balls of our feet, raising our heels off the ground until we're standing on our toes. We're going to hold it there, really strong, nice and controlled, and then slowly we're going to lower ourselves back to the start. We're going to try and do this 10 times as well. Let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Well done. I hope you all found those 2 extra reps okay. And 3, 2, 1, back into the calf raises, you guys. 3, 4, 2 more, and really strong for the last one. Amazing. We won't be needing our chair for the next exercise, so if you want to just put it out of the way for the time being. For this next exercise, we're going to pretend that we're chopping wood. We're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and we're going to bring our hands together on the outside of our left thigh. We're going to tighten our stomach and core muscles. Again, we do this as if someone is about to punch us in the stomach and we're going to brace ourselves. So we're going to swing our arms across our body, over the opposite shoulder, and then back to the starting position again. So let's brace ourselves, get in positions, put our hands where they need to be, and let's go. Keep your core tight, keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Now we're going to do it the other way. We're going to bring our hands and put it on the outside of our right thigh. Away we go. Let's do 10 of these again. 3, 4, 5, halfway there, 6, 7, 8, fantastic. Great work on getting through that one, gang. "15 more seconds on this one, guys, and then we're going to go back and do some more wood chops. Let's get ready to chop some wood. Hands on left thigh and let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. And now we're going to swap over sides for 10. Let's go. 2. Nice and strong. Keep your body upright and rotate your upper torso. Just 3 more of these. We're flying now, guys. We're more than halfway through our workout. Again, we're going to take a 45-second break before we head into our next exercise. "15 more seconds on the break, and then we only have 4 more exercises to go through until we have our first session complete. So we're going to get into our starting position again, with our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to pretend that we're pulling a big bar that's straight ahead of us. We're going to pull our shoulder blades back, pull the bar down in front of us, and then push back up. Try not to lean back when you're doing this exercise and make sure that your shoulders do all the work. Let's get ready for set 1 and pull. Shoulder blades back and up slowly. Pull. All the way back, keep your body upright. 3, halfway there now. 1 last push for the final round. Amazing, guys. We're going to take another quick 30-second break before we do another set of those. We're going to get ourselves in starting positions again and pull. 2, 3, nice and strong. 4, big breaths. 5, we're halfway there. 6. Our next exercise is going to be on our stomachs on the ground. So if you want to take your break lying down on your stomach, feel free to do so. For our next exercise, we're going to be lying on our stomach. We're going to be doing back extensions. So all types of back extensions should be done slowly and under control. We're going to try avoid rapid movements like jerking in one direction, as this can lead to injury. So what we're going to do is we're going to lie on our stomach and straighten our legs behind us. Place your elbows on the ground and slide your shoulders down, just like I'm doing. Next, we're going to slightly lift our shoulders off the ground by just using the strength in our back muscles. We're not going to go that high, just enough to lift our shoulders and our chest slightly off the ground. This exercise helps strengthen our back muscles, which are really important when swimming. So when you're ready, let's go. When you're lifting up, be careful that your neck stays in the exact same position as it is when lying down. You don't want to bring your neck backwards or forwards. You want to keep it neutral. And last one. Another quick 30-second break in between sets. If you guys want to stay on the ground in your positions for this break, as we're going to do some more back extensions afterwards. Our break is almost over. We're going to get back in positions, ready to do some more back extensions with our legs straight out behind us and our elbows at our sides. Try to think about using your lower back muscles when you're lifting up. Remember to keep these movements slow and controlled, and breathe the whole time you're doing it. Final one now. Great work. We're going to have another little break before we move into lying down leg lifts. So you can stay where you are for the time being, if that's easiest. So for this next one, again, lying on our stomachs, legs straight out behind us, we're just going to lift one of our legs a few inches off the ground and then lower it back down. You're going to try your best to keep your legs straight the whole time and have no bend in the knee. We're going to aim to do this 10 times if possible. Are we all set? Let's go. 1, 2, keeping those legs nice and straight, lifting with our glutes. 4, 5, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, and now we're going to swap over to the other leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Well done. Great work on that one, team. We're going to take another 30-second break. Again, if you want to stay lying on the ground, as we're going to do more leg lifts now after this break, feel free to do so. Okay team, let's get back into positions. Legs straight out behind us, Right leg is going to be lifted. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap legs. Left leg up and down, up and down. Keeping that knee straight. Really focus on squeezing our bum muscles to lift our legs up. Remembering to breathe. Great work. Now gang, this is going to be one of the last breaks we have and one of the last exercises we have before we head into our cool down. So I hope you're ready to give it socks. You can stay in your position because the next one is going to be done on the mat as well, lying down on our stomachs. So this next exercise is called the plank. So to do a plank, we're going to place our elbows directly under our shoulders and we're going to put our hands out in front of us. You can clasp your hands together if you want. You're also going to make sure that you're on your toes. So at the same time, you're going to push pressure through your toes and push pressure through your forearms and lift your body up. When you're lifting yourself up, you're going to pretend that there's a straight line from your heels all the way up to your shoulders. So that means you need to make sure your hips are in line, that they're not bringing you up like a mountain or bringing you down. We're going to try do this exercise now. We're going to try hold it for 15 seconds. But if you don't feel like you're able to do it, hold it for as long as you can. Pressure through the forearm and pressure through the toes. You're going to lift yourself up in a straight line. You're doing great, gang. Just 2 more seconds. And drop. Well done. You're really doing great work, everybody. We're about to go again, gang. Let's get ready. Up on our tippy toes, pressure through the forearms and lift. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and drop. Well done, guys. That's the main section of our workout done for today. I'm going to give you another 30-second break before we move into our cool down. I'm going to ask you to stay on the ground just for another few minutes while we do our stretches, and then I'm going to let you go. So we're going to begin our cool down with a quad stretch. So lying on our side, we're going to pull our right foot towards our bums and hold it there for a few seconds. You should feel the stretch in the front part of your leg. We're going to try hold this for 15 seconds. Great. Now we're going to stretch our left leg. I'm just going to roll over onto my stomach for this one as I find it easier to grab my leg this way, but you can either lie on your side or lie on your stomach, whatever way you find more comfortable. We're also going to do this for 15 seconds. Remember to breathe the whole time you're stretching. And let go. Once you've let go, you can roll over onto your back because we're going to bring our knees up to our chest. This literally just involves pulling our knees up towards our chests and holding it there so we get a stretch in our lower back. We're going to do this for 15 seconds in total. We just have another 5 seconds left on the clock before we switch legs. Great, now let go, swap to your other leg, pull your knee towards your chest and make sure you can feel that stretch in your lower back. Don't pull your knee so tight that it actually hurts you. Figure out a place that's comfortable for you. We've just less than 5 more seconds in this stretch. And let go. We are now finished all our exercises on the mat. We just have a couple more exercises in our cool down and then we'll be finished. The next exercises are all done standing up. So if you want to take a couple of seconds now to get into your new position, feel free to do so. Next up, we're going to do a calf stretch. So we're going to stand near a wall with one foot in front of the other, with our front knee slightly bent. We're going to keep our back knee straight, with our heel on the ground, and lean in towards the wall. You should feel the stretch all along the calf at the back of your leg. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds. Make sure you're putting pressure through your heel to get as good a stretch as possible, and lean forward as much as you're comfortable to do so. Now we're going to switch over and stretch the other leg. Put one foot in front of the other, leg out behind you, heel in towards the ground, and we're going to hold again for 15 seconds. Remember to take nice deep breaths when you're holding this stretch. Lovely stuff. Now we're going to stretch our sides. So we're back in our standing position again, with our feet shoulder width apart, standing up nice and tall, looking forward. Keeping our body upright, we're going to slowly sweep our right arm up, over and across our head and stretch. Again, be careful not to lean forward or lean backwards. Focus on keeping your body upright. We're going to do this stretch 6 times on each side. That's once in total now. Remember to sweep your arm up over your head and across your body, holding that stretch. Nice and tall, body upright. Remembering to breathe. We're just going to do once more on each side now. And there we go. Next, we're going to go back and roll our shoulders. We'll start off going backwards. We're doing this 8 times as well. Remember to stand up nice and tall and drop your shoulders back like you're dropping something back into your back pocket. Nice one. Now we're going to roll them forward 8 times as well. Remembering to keep breathing and standing up nice and tall. This will be the last exercise in our cool down. Congrats on completing another session, gang. I hope you enjoyed it and you're feeling good afterwards. Again, if you've any issues, please feel free to contact either myself or one of your coaches. See you in a couple of days, you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.